So in Drug Dealer Simulator 2, when you get towards the end of the game, there is a quest where you have to send off these shipping containers, and there is a lot of stuff you need to put in them. You start off with combat rations, then you go Medicare packages, then you need to do radio electronics, and you've also then got to do IED parts. There is a video upcoming on the channel for the IED parts, but in this video we're going to be going through exactly how you can get your hands on radio electronics. Because they are in the game, the thing with them is that you cannot buy or craft them. You have to go and steal them. So what you want to do for this is get all of your tools ready, your crowbar, get your bolt cutters, your wire cutters, and make sure you have lockpicks as well. You can buy all of the tools except for the lockpicks. You need to craft those using metal parts, which you can pick up in somewhere like a hardware store. But once you have all of your tools, if you go to the docking place, you go to where that shipping container actually is. If you leave the hangar where the boat is that you put the goods in, and as you're coming out the door, if you do a right, you are going to run basically along the dock. You're going to see these two small warehouses. When it hits nighttime in the game, which is 9 PM, you are going to have the ability to break in. And inside those warehouses, you are going to see that there are radio electronics inside the orange crates. The thing with this is, you are not going to get too many of them. You might get like 60 or 70 or something like that. And you need hundreds and hundreds of them. So what you need to do is wait a couple of in-game days, go back and see if they have refreshed, because they will refresh, it just takes a little bit of time. And you can only access these warehouses through the night. But there is also a second location, and that is if you go to Del Mar, which is just over to the right-hand side of the big city, and you head to the northeast, you're going to see this road that leads into a tunnel. The tunnel is blocked off, but if you get up on the hill and you go to the forest that's on the northeast side of Del Mar, if you found the cocaine lab, that's exactly where you need to head to. So this is the cocaine lab. The way you can access this is from this town up here. You can come down, there's going to be a bridge here, run across the bridge, make your way through this like forest bit until you get to the cocaine lab. And then what you're doing from here is if you crouch underneath this log, so you press C to crouch, come underneath it, head round to the right, but you want to stick to this wall as much as you possibly can. And you want to basically go around. It's going to be quite hard to see at times. You want to go around. You'll see the campfire over there if it's nighttime. But you want to hug this round and just keep going around. Basically what you're doing is you're trying to get to about this section here. So right here where my cursor is, you want to get to about there. So just keep following it around. And you'll see barbed wire over there in the distance with like a watchtower. Ignore that. Keep coming round. And then you'll see like a nice opening. And what you want to do is carry on in between here. So where you've got these trees, this is where you're going to see the broken fence. So it's right here on the map from the cocaine lab. And when you're here, all you do is come up to this broken bit of fence. And you want to simply just jump. You're going to parkour over. And then you are in the compound. And you can drop down here. Like if you do it slowly, you won't lose too much health. There's like kind of like stepping stones as you're making your way down. And you'll see over there in the distance, right where my laser thing is, you'll see the militia walking around here. Over there is a warehouse, and you need to break into that warehouse, but once you are in, if you go through to the second room, on tables there are going to be a bunch of orange crates. In those crates, you have a chance of the radio electronics spawning. You're going to get a bunch of other stuff too, IED parts. There's also going to be some extra goodies and stuff in there as well. And I would say this is way better than down at the docks, but that is both locations you can find the radio electronics in. Just be careful of the militia because they will really, really hurt. Try and stay out of the spotlights and stuff within that compound. And make sure you go well equipped. Make sure you have your tools on you as well as a lot of lockpicks. You are going to need them. But that is exactly how you get your hands on radio electronics in Drug Dealer Simulator 2. And what we are going to do is leave that video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about this game in the comments. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out. Thank you for watching.